From Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. Our top stories this week. Acsa's 2.2 billion rand Central Terminal building project is a success. General Motors South Africa revisits its brand portfolio, and we look at the significance for South Africa of the recent local certification of the Jonker JS-1 glider. President Jacob Zuma has officially opened the Central Terminal building at OR Tambo International Airport. Chanel Pringle was there.
The official opening of the 2.2 billion rand Central Terminal building at the OR Tambo International Airport by President Zuma signaled the completion of the airports company South Africa's infrastructure upgrades at Africa's biggest and busiest airport. Acsa Director for Airport Operations, Bongani Maseko, believes that the project is a resounding success.
It allows us to connect what was previously the old international terminal with the domestic terminal, so we now have one seamless building. Furthermore, it allows for seamless check-in. You can pretty much check in domestically or internationally on any side of the airport and still be able to travel seamlessly. So if you will notice, we no longer have an international or domestic terminal. We have a Terminal A and a Terminal B. So it gives us the flexibility to move airlines around.
Maseko adds that there is now also greater accessibility to the airport.
It connects the Gautrain, so it allows for a seamless transfer of passenger traffic from air onto rail traffic. It allows us to diversify the modes of traffic with the accessibility of OR Tambo. So for the first time, we're now accessible by rail.
General Motors South Africa has been forced to revisit its brand portfolio as its much leaner parent company last year exited government-sponsored bankruptcy protection in the US. Irma Fenter found out what changes lie in store for South African consumers.
As Chevrolet is to be the flagship brand for General Motors South Africa going forward, the company is rebranding the country's favourite small pickup, the Opel Corsa Utility. GMSA Vice President Planning Ian Nichols explains what will happen.
We've announced today that in the future we will be rebranding the Opel Corsa Utility to the Chevrolet Corsa Utility. And that's really in line with the global positioning of the product, where in every other market around the world it is branded a Chevrolet. It's only circumstances that made it an Opel in this market. So it's really moving back to the origins of the vehicle. The generation that will be following this current generation will be a Chevrolet and will be branded as a Chevrolet throughout the world.
With Hummer, Saab and Cadillac gone, Isuzu and Opel will remain in the new look GMSA stable, with Opel to see the return of the sporty Astra.
It's really satisfying to us that a lot of the uncertainty around Opel and its future in Europe has now been addressed, and the brand is set for a great growth path going forward, which enables us to then supplement our Opel Corsa passenger range in South Africa with the brand new Opel Astra, which will be bringing to the local market at the end of this year.
Recently, South Africa's Civil Aviation Authority granted type certification to the locally designed and built Jonker JS-1 sailplane. Keith Campbell reports.
This is the first time since its creation in 1998 that the Civil Aviation Authority has awarded a type certification, and it is also one of the very few occasions that South African aviation authorities have issued type certification for a South African designed and built aircraft. Captain Colin Jordan, Director of Civil Aviation, explains the significance of this.
There are two aspects to this. One is that the Jonker team have designed an incredibly competitive product in probably what is the most competitive area of aviation, sport aviation, in the world. This sailplane has been certified to the top European standard by our local certification engineers, with assistance wherever possible where they could get it. It was a learning curve for our engineers as well, because it was the first certification, full certification that they had been through, as opposed to just doing a type approval for an aircraft. So a great learning curve for our engineers, working in conjunction with the Jonker team. The experience that they have picked up over the last 3.5 years puts us in a good stead for our next project. So if somebody comes along with a fixed-wing airplane powered by an engine, we can follow the same process. We've got the experience. It'll go a lot more quickly. We can assist the applicant a lot more effectively. So from an overall South African perspective, it has moved us forward significantly in terms of our capability of doing type certification.
And now for a sneak preview of this week's Engineering News magazine. In this week's cover story, we discuss South Africa's changes to its trade policy and how observers are calling for greater transparency. Public Enterprises Minister Barbara Hogan argues that CEOs of state-owned enterprises should show accountability to their boards. And Gautrain builder and operator Bombela will make use of Israeli-developed military-grade thermal imaging equipment to protect its assets. And in Mining Weekly this week, in this week's cover story, we herald a new diamond dawn as Israel takes the reins of the stuttering Kimberley process. We report that Holland and Singapore have invested $400 million in JSE-listed Pellinghurst. And gold miner Gold Fields puts new emphasis on the unrivaled gold riches of its one-of-a-kind South Deep gold mine. That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.
Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. So come on, I'm talking to you. Come on. Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Violent times. You shouldn't have to sell your soul in black and white. They really, really ought to know. Those one-track minds that took you for a working boy. Kiss them goodbye. You shouldn't have to jump for joy. You shouldn't have to shout. Shout, let it all out. Let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on, yeah. Shout, shout, shout. Let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. They gave you life, and in return you gave them hell. Hell's cold as ice. I hope we live to tell the tale. I hope we live to tell the tale. Let it all out. Let it all out. These are the things I can do wherever. Come on, come on, come on. I'm talking to you. Come on. I wanna shout, wanna scream and let it out. These are the things I can do. I can do without. That gave me mine. I'm talking to you. Come on. I'm talking to those who really wanna listen. I'm talking to those who wanna learn something. I'm talking to those who wanna make a difference. I'm talking to those who sick and tired of being sick and tired. Stop lying like climb me at a feta. How they get a child in time with the meter. Call it a blind la bana, live on meter. All in the name of making a
later, I started counting the amount of violent lives we lost over violent crimes, and I was astounded.
Now mom's crying, 3 kids left without a father figure. Lucky Dubé, can't believe you deceased. Rockstars never die, brother, rest in peace. We might all look like men, but some are beasts. We can't let them win, we can't accept defeat.